West Ham United are in pole position to sign free agent Dan Axel Zagadou. The song writes itself, 23-year-old, but we do face stiff competition from League Inside Lyon, according to reports. Now, we did break this out last night. Yesterday evening, myself and Matt came on. We did do a show on Zagadou potentially coming to West Ham, but as the morning's coming on and as the afternoon's kicking in and as the evening's kicking in, the news is starting to grow that this deal could be on the table. Welcome back to the West Ham Network. If you are new around here, click that subscribe button. Please hit the thumbs up. Please also leave a comment. Give us your feedback. Let us know what you do like, what you don't like. And it really does help us out for future content. This is, of course, in association with our good friends over at These Up Mother Brown, kumb.com. Go over, check out the website, check out the forum. Great content, fans all over the world, good banter. Say it every single day, but I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. Great place to go, so make sure you do go and check it out. Now, listen, Zagadou is a free agent, having left Dortmund this summer, and during his time at the German club, he made 67 appearances for the club, but he found his time there heavily disrupted by injuries, including a knee injury that did require surgery. However, he is now looking to bounce back, and David Moyes has previously shown an interest in the under-21 French international centre-back. Now, West Ham apparently are ready to offer him a 4-year contract and reportedly are in pole position to bring him in. However, like I mentioned, they are, and we do face competition from Lyon, who are looking to strengthen their defence because the league inside enjoyed a promising start to the season, but have lost 2 on the bounce, including a 3-1 loss to Lorient. And as a result, the manager is looking to further reinforcements in defensive areas to shore up their leaky defence. Now, amazingly, you could say, the player who is 23 years old is still available on a free transfer, having failed to pick up a club throughout the summer after his release from Borussia Dortmund. Why? It's going to be his injury record, isn't it? And he only made 15 league appearances for Borussia Dortmund last season, but don't let that fool you whatsoever. He really is a top quality central defender when he's fit. Key question, when he's fit. If you look at Borussia Dortmund's website, the official website, how they described him as a centre-back, as an incredible footballer, standing at 6'5" tall. He is an absolute machine, and he is very, very strong in the air. It's one of his best attributes. He's also quick along the ground, and we do know that David Moyes likes that in his defenders. Now, he's very good with the ball at his feet as well, and in the 15 league appearances he made for Borussia Dortmund last season, he averaged 60 passes per game and registered an incredibly impressive 88% completion rate in his passes, so that's very, very good. He's left-footed central defender, a crucial attribute for any defender, especially David Moyes. He likes a left-footed centre-back. And if David Moyes was to sign him, it means he could play him potentially at left-back as well. But there is one huge red flag for West Ham, and that is something we need to take note of. The 23-year-old has a horrendous record with his injuries. Since 2018, Zagadou has missed over 560 days of action through injury. Most of the problems have been with his knee, and he recently underwent surgery to fix that particular issue. But his availability on a free transfer means that he could potentially be an extremely low risk deal for West Ham, trying to bring him through, and absolutely no doubt about it, low risk. Now, what do we know about the geezer? What do we know about Dan Zagadou? He's a centre-back by trade, and he's equally comfortable on the left-hand side of defence, like I've said, which will place him in direct competition with some of the positions that we are desperately looking for in that role. And in truth, though, he does struggle predominantly on the left-hand side, but Zagadou has excelled playing as a left centre-back in potentially a back three, and he's tactically versatile, and he would definitely appeal to what Moyes is trying to build at West Ham. Now, like I said, 6'5", he's a beast, he's a physical presence, and he should have little problems in adapting to the physicality of the Premier League. Now, he's blessed with this thing that I love in a central defender, and that's levels of composure. He has it in abundance. He's very comfortable on the ball. He dictates play from the heart of the defense. He's strong in aerial duels with opposing strikers, relishing one-to-one challenges and using his strengths to dominate his opponent. Now he's an intelligent defender who exploits space via pressing. He knows how to find the space when he needs to. And his first touch and his body positioning are also very good. And it's clear why clubs are paying some key interest into him now, because I don't think many clubs can actually believe he still is a free agent. Now, at the age of 23 odd years ago, when he was playing in his prime, he already had many, many plaudits. He was excellent in the air, an outstanding tackler, and is much, more game over an experienced player. In fact, very few players under the age of 25 had a similar style to him in Europe's top 5 leagues. Now, you ask me, why are we potentially looking at bringing him in the door when he has got an injury record? It's potentially a gamble. Of course, it's potentially a gamble, but it's a gamble that could pay off. He was on approximately 35k a week with Borussia Dortmund. 35k a week. Now he's not earning a penny. So West Ham could structure a deal for him and bring him in on something similar or a lot less. And yes, it's ridiculous that I'm about to say this, but in terms of Premier League footballers' money, that's not a lot of money in terms of the footballing world. To me and you, it's absolutely life-changing, but to these players, it's not. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if West Ham have got the 4-year contract on the table, that there's probably stipulations in there, especially if he's got the injury record. But this could be a gamble that could absolutely pay dividends to West Ham or could absolutely flump. And I bet you any money in there, there's some clauses in there that if he was to come to West Ham and things went to work out, there would be a release option for both the player and the club. But this player, for me, is someone that I'm quite excited about. It's not very often you get a free transfer that you're linked to and you think, well, why not? Let's bring them in and let's see what they're capable of doing for the club. Now, he did start off his career at junior level for his hometown club of US Cretal, and apologies for my pronunciation, before signing for PSG at the age of 12 in 2011. And he spent the next 5 years there developing in their academy before he was assigned to the reserve squad in 2016, where he made approximately 9 appearances for the club. And in June of 2017, he did sign for Borussia Dortmund on a free transfer on a 5-year contract. He scored his first goal for Dortmund in a 4-2 loss away to Hanover, where he also received his first red card also in the same game. And on May 2022, it was announced that he then would have his contract not renewed, and he did become a free agent. He has represented France at international level, but not in the senior team. He's covered the under-16s, the under-17s, under-18s, 19s, 20s, and 21 level as well. He collectively has 67 appearances under his belt for Borussia Dortmund, scoring 4 times, but he has been at Borussia Dortmund for 5 years, so 67 appearances isn't the best of returns, but it's a gamble. It is a gamble. And of course, we've got the injury concern on him, but it's definitely a gamble. But I think it's a gamble that might be worthwhile doing, because if the situation is that Dawson is going to be headed out the door, if he's going to be heading out the door, whether that means that there's a deal now that Dawson can leave now, or we wait till January for Dawson to leave, then we are preparing what Zagadou is capable of doing, coming in, training with the club, get a little bit of game time here and there and everywhere, and Moyes will make the judgment at that moment onwards. Now, there is a contingency of players who are French speaking at the club, as well, and I think that will definitely help. And if he builds and he listens to, the model of what David Moyes is trying to do, does this player add value, and does he become a better player than what we've currently got? If fit, then he can absolutely come in there and really challenge. But we need to make sure we're getting a fit Zagadou if we're getting him over the line. So that's your just bit of inside knowledge in relation to him. Will we bring him in? You let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you've enjoyed it. Go check out all our content we've got coming out. We've done a what's our starting 11 for the game coming up on Thursday evening, so make sure you go and check that out as well. If you're interested in becoming a channel member, you can click the membership option please make sure you do. We've got loads of giveaways coming up on that section as well. Like I said, this is an association with the guys over at kumb.com. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. And of course, come on, you Irons.